I used to sit there, watching the time go by while my phone illuminated my face in an unflattering way, and I would think, I'm not being productive. I should be doing something else. But I'm tired. I need rest. I lived in this cycle for a while until I finally decided to do that something else. I realized that I needed the time to decompress and wind down from the daily stressors, but lying there doom scrolling wasn't doing me any favors. I needed an outlet that helped improve my mental and physical well being. Finally, I picked up a small hobby. Now I have so many that I have to decide which one to pursue. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in work, school, other responsibilities, all while forgetting to care for ourselves. Often, many of us feel guilt or regret if we take the time to do something just for fun. Every moment does not need to be productive. Taking time for hobbies can help reduce stress, strengthen focus, and enhance both mental and physical well being. When we make the time for the things that bring us joy, we enhance everything and we evolve into better versions of ourselves. I've overcome many challenges in my mental and physical health journeys, and I credit my personal interests and hobbies with helping me improve the aspects of my life that once held me back. In this speech, I will discuss how dedicating time to pursue interests can significantly improve both physical and mental health. Today, I will discuss pursuing hobbies and personal interests. I will discuss how this pursuit gradually improves your well being. And ultimately, I will provide context to explain why the argument should be of interest to you. Hobbies and personal interests are the activities and pursuits that you take on purely for your own entertainment and benefit, not for work, for school, for other people. To truly reap the benefits of incorporating personal interests and hobbies into your lifestyle, I have one recommendation. The average person, regardless of background, should have at least 2 hobbies, one indoors and one outdoor. Hobbies have many benefits, but can often be impacted by weather or other external factors. Having multiple hobbies will enable you to adapt to these challenges, thereby improving your mental health and physical well-being during stressful periods. Luckily, it is very simple to adapt this element into your lifestyle. Hobbies don't necessarily have to be costly or take up a lot of time. They are completely in your control. Ask yourself, what do I find interesting or cool? What am I always watching videos on when I'm doom scrolling? For myself, I reflected on an interest I've had since childhood, martial arts. This reflection fueled my pursuit of joining a dojo and regularly attending classes. For you, you may find that you watch a lot of embroidery or crafting videos, but you haven't tried them yet. Everyone needs at least 2 hobbies, both indoors and outdoors, to truly reap the benefits of improving your mental and physical well-being. Dedicating time, regardless of schedule, towards hobbies greatly improves your physical well-being. For me, that was the dojo. Think about it. How often have you been feeling stressed or overwhelmed but haven't taken the time to truly process your emotions and stressors? And I don't mean spending the day doom scrolling through social media or binge watching TV shows. I mean, when was the last time that you allowed yourself to pursue an interest outside of your obligations? Personally, I used to spend hours scrolling through social media, usually crafting videos and stressing about how much time I was wasting. I was in desperate need of a way to cool down at the end of the day, to allow myself to reset and wake up the next morning feeling fresh and renewed. Those hours I spent doom scrolling, I justified that by telling myself I needed that decompression time and that it was good to allow myself to rest. But I wasn't doing myself any favors. I was sitting there overthinking everything, letting my mind marinate in the stressors of the day and never truly leaving work. When I introduced a small, easy hobby, I noticed a gradual improvement in my procrastination, overall mood, and outlook. Eventually, this led to greater interests, more hobbies, and an appreciation for the smaller things in life. Now I understand that the importance of using tangible interest for my own mental well-being is crucial, especially in this fast-paced life. In essence, hobbies and personal interests aren't just for fun. They provide an outlet for processing complex thoughts and emotions and allow you to improve the opportunity to improve your mental well-being and physical health through exercise or other activities that you may find you enjoy. You may be thinking, this won't work for everyone. I can't argue against that. But I can argue that pursuing these hobbies and interests will be a significant contributor to better moods and outlooks. It is difficult to feel stress from work, school, or life when you allow yourself the freedom to care for yourself in a way that is completely personal to you. Pursuing hobbies is not just about becoming good, mastering crafts. It is about finding something that you truly enjoy and embracing it wholeheartedly. Embracing this opens the door for self-improvement and growth, using self-care as the first stepping stone. You may notice that the benefits aren't immediate. I assure you, given time, you will notice how your perspective changes positively. By pursuing your interests, you improve your mental health. When I first picked up that small hobby I mentioned earlier, I did so out of boredom. I didn't realize how I would adapt my lifestyle to accommodate more interests, thereby improving my mental and physical health. In this speech, I discussed the importance of pursuing hobbies and interests. This pursuit opens the door to a more positive outlook and can significantly enhance overall well-being. It is crucial for everyone to consider adopting at least 2 hobbies as a means of self-care. Pursuing these hobbies allows an outlet for you to get exercise, get outside, reflection on your daily life without focusing on the stress. Please, take the time to be a little selfish and start pursuing interests that matter to you. No matter how small, encourage those who you care about to do the same. I will always advocate for people to empower themselves through self-care, especially in the form of hobbies, and continue to pursue my own interests no matter how busy I become. I used to think that the time I spent for myself was a luxury. In reality, I was spending that time doom scrolling. When I finally gave myself permission to explore my interests, I realized that the time spent for myself wasn't selfish or wasted. It was time invested in self-care. I challenge you to make that same investment. Pick up that hobby, start that project you've been thinking about. Give yourself the space to grow and allow yourself interests outside of work or other obligations. When you pursue your hobbies, you're not just improving your health. You're improving your outlook on life and nurturing your future self. Thank you for your time.